What it is, YouTube? What it do? It's your boy Justin. I'm back once again, guys, with another VID hit. Oh, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn the post notification bell is on with the vibrating symbol. So you'll never miss an upload on the JUSTINPRS. I'm saying my other intro, so you'll never miss an upload on the reaction channel. Subscribe, and is another series with Damien, crier, Antoine, crier, and Loved by Erica. It's like they've been having a series for a whole while. It's like they love each other, but they just don't want to say it. They love each other. They don't want to say it. So let's get going right into this reaction video.
It's cool. I didn't do nothing to you, Damien. I was excited about going shopping.
It was really good.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Before I start this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you have your bell turned on so that you'll be notified every time I drop another video. Also, guys, please click the link in the description down below. Follow me on all my social media accounts. So, judging by the title, I'm pretty sure that's why you guys clicked on this video in the first place. Excuse any background noise because I am by a freeway. Obviously, this video wasn't planned. I cannot keep letting things linger on that is not true. I've been trying to save face because of Dion. He didn't care. Why am I having respect for somebody that clearly don't even have no respect for me? Regardless of what me and Damien have gone through off of camera, I haven't brought anything to the internet. I'm about to get into some extreme details. There's going to be about 10 videos coming, so expect all of them. And I'm going to have receipts with everything because I just feel like you guys need to know the truth. I was trying to save face and make it seem like, our co-parenting is actually working and stuff like that, but it's not. And the road has not been easy, but the type of person that I am, I try to keep peace as much as I can with this person, but it's like, as soon as I say something that they don't like, it's threats, and we just gonna get into it because so many people want to know, have I been getting physically abused? Have I been getting beat? Or whatever. So again, I'm pretty sure that you guys watched the beginning of this video. If anybody physically abused me, it was Damien. Damien, Antoine, crier. This ain't even a bashing video at all because I said that I wasn't going to do that. But I do believe that I have a mouth for a reason and can't nobody silence me. Also, guys, before I really get into the meat and potatoes, he signed to a network, Studio 71, I think. And I could be saying it wrong, but I think it's Studio 71. And he's threatened me before to get my channel taken, get my channel strike, just stuff like that. So I would advise you guys to go ahead and download this video very quickly and turn your screen recorders on if you don't know how to download it, okay? Me and Damien, we broke up at the end of April. I done a video saying Everybody Hates Love by Erica, and I don't think my date is gonna be off. I'm gonna have to go back and find the video so that I can insert it right over here. But the video was dropped on April 30th. And that was because I got tired of the abuse. I got tired of giving my all to somebody that didn't care, getting used, and I'm going to get more into that in this video. Let's go all the way back to last year. So last year when I had the internet booming, or whatever you guys want to call it, back in June when I first found out I was pregnant and I went on a rampage, I didn't see or speak to Damien for 2 months.
Your phone is hungry for more fun apps. Install and go.
Text Now is a phone service app for any budget, even if your budget is $0.
Months straight. And when we finally talked, obviously this is what people do whenever they want somebody back that they really don't care about. They whisper sweet nothings in their ear, and me, I fell for it because I had this fake illusion or whatever that I wanted a family, and that just wasn't what it was. So I took him back, and he treated me way worse than he did the first time around. While I was pregnant, that was the most torture I had ever went through in my life. I was so sick, guys. I couldn't even answer the phone to say hi to anybody. I'm probably gonna close this because I'm not sure if you guys can hear me or not. But I was so sick. At the time I had moved in with my mom, and I moved everything into her house. When I finally moved into my own place, Damien saw that and came with his manipulation and stuff like that as usual, and I fell for it, and we ended up back together. And then I was in and out of the hospital, and I spent so many days in the hospital by myself. It was times that I was in the hospital and I didn't even record it. It was just constant, like, I was still trying to drive all the way to Houston to see him, and he was still kicking me out his house at 3 in the morning, and
at that point I would have left that nigga.
Doing everything that he did the first go around, just 10 times worse. I felt like he preyed on me because he knew that I was emotional, hormonal, and pregnant, and I was honestly helpless. Like, I didn't have no help. My mom helped me a whole lot, but my mom didn't live with me, so it was many days that I would have to get Cam to go and get me a cold towel to put on my forehead and stuff like that. And my mom couldn't just stay with me 24/7. You know, she's married, so she have to, you know, her wife duties and stuff like that. So, but my mom was with me 90% of the time, but I still felt like that wasn't my mom's responsibility because my mom didn't get me pregnant. And he was trying to throw me out his house at 2, 3 in the morning, and I wasn't going for it. And I was like, no, I'll leave when it gets daylight. Like, I'm not going to keep putting myself and my unborn child in danger. And at that time, I stopped having Cam around because Cam did not want to be around him at all. Like, Cam did not want to be around him. So if my child said if they don't want to be around somebody, they don't have to be around them. And that was another reason why I decided to walk away from him, because if you don't like my child, then, you know, we don't have nothing at all. That particular day, morning at 3 a.m. with him trying to kick me out, and I'm like, no, let me just lay on the couch or something until it's morning time. He was like, no, and would not get out my ear, would not get out my face. So I just ended up just packing my stuff, and because I wasn't moving fast enough for him, he pushed me out the door while I was pregnant. I was all type of B's and H's and whatever, and the first thing that he used to love to say out his mouth was, record it, I don't care, put it on the internet. Like, it was me constantly driving to his house while I was pregnant, and him kicking me out every time. So I got tired to where I started staying at home, and then he got smarter. He started saying stuff like, oh, well, I'll come spend time with you. He would come, spend maybe a half a day and just snap out of nowhere. And out of nowhere, he was saying it's because I disrespected him. And to this day, his definition of disrespect and my definition of disrespect is two totally different things. Just because I'm saying something that you don't want to hear, that don't have nothing to do with me disrespecting you at all. So fast forward until, because I feel like I'm rambling. So fast forward up until the day that it was time for me to go into labor. At the time, him and his son was running a series. And he barely made it in time for me to push Dion out. Barely made it in time for me to push Dion out. He got there, and mind you, I pushed Dion out, it was like 8 something that night. If I'm not mistaken, it was about 8 that night. Or somewhere between, I would say this, somewhere between 4 p.m. and maybe 7 p.m. I don't got the time. I know it was like late in the afternoon. And yeah, he stayed overnight, but he left extremely early in the morning because he said he had to get back to Houston to complete a series that he was running. So I was left at the hospital by myself. My mom was working at the time, and I had to call an Uber to get me and my newborn baby home that morning. I didn't see Damien for a while after that because he didn't believe that Dion was his, because he said that Dion came out looking like Cam, which means that he thought that my baby was Cam's dad because Dion looked like Cam. Mind you, I haven't touched Cam dad since we divorced in 2015. I didn't understand that. Then he was secretly recording me. The video, I don't know if he took it down or not, but it was something about a DNA test. He secretly recorded me when we went to go get the DNA test done, and he said a whole lot of lies in there that I didn't even correct. Like, for example, he was saying that I didn't want to get the DNA test done here in Houston because,
Overdraft fees are the worst, and some banks charge them. But it doesn't have to be that way. Chime has fee overdraft with Spot Me.
I don't know. What was it that he said? Something about, I said because his son have money, and that's not what I said at all. What does that have to do with me? I didn't want to get the DNA test done here in Houston because he have access to money, and I didn't want him to go pay somebody to change the results of the test because I don't trust him. That's what that was. I never said nothing about his son's money. He was trying to just tear me down, like just trying to just leave me so scarred and try to get you guys to turn against me and everything, and I could not understand it at all. And just constant, even when Dion was here, in that recording that you guys just heard, that was when Dion was here. If you have to replay that recording over and over and over before he get his network to take the video down. So like I said, I advise y'all to get y'all screen records on, or go ahead and download this video before he messages his team to get the video taken down, because there's gonna be way more than this one video coming with receipts, okay? And that recording that you guys heard in the beginning, Dion was about a month old, and I have the screenshot to prove it. I will insert it right here. That video was recorded, I want to say it was like 1:57 in the morning. I don't know. It was definitely between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. when he was kicking me and Dion out the house. And he would say stuff like, "Here, get your son." And this is like way after we had got the DNA test done. He was still just acting like he was just uninterested in Dion, unattached and stuff. But then whenever it was time to do videos, he was just acting like he's father of the year, like he do now. And I'll get into that in another video. And I was honestly just naive. I wouldn't say I was desperate for a man. It's just I really wanted my family. So I was trying to fight for it, giving him chance after chance after chance. I got tired of the abuse. I got tired of him belittling me, telling me I'm never gonna be anything, telling me that nobody wants to deal with me, my channel will never grow without him. Just a whole bunch of stuff. Like, he was never uplifting at at all. Like, he just always said everything that he could to just make me feel less than who I know that I am. And the icing on the cake for me was when I had like rented an Airbnb and he had came over and stuff like that and had me thinking that this whole time for the past like 2 or 3 months, I believe that we was actually in a relationship. So you was still getting relationship benefits from me. But then you hauled off and said, well, we not together. Because I had asked him for some money. This was while I was still living in the country. I was still living in the country and I had asked him for some money. And he's like, didn't I just give you some money? I'm not your sugar daddy. And I was like, no, but you are my man. So if I need something and you got it, then why can't I come to you and ask you for any money? And he was like, I'm not your man. We're not together. After that, to me, that was the icing on the cake. And I don't like when people play with me like that. So I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm never looking back. Good luck to you and whoever you end up with in the future, because you're never going to change. And whether they don't realize it at first, eventually they're going to see that you are who you are, and either they're going to accept it because of who you are, because they think you got money or who you connected to, whatever. But I walked away from money. Speaking of money, this man was bringing in thousands of dollars. I mean, thousands. We was making so much money together. I went through his phone and seen 30,000, 40,000, 12,000. You know what I'm saying? 15,000, 17,000. But he was only giving me 2,000. And I know that may seem, come on now, I know some of y'all like, oh, I'll be good with 2,000. But I'm putting in so much work over there on that channel, and you're not even giving me half of anything. Knowing that I wasn't making hardly nothing on my channel because I put my time, energy, and focus on the Crier family's channel, that my channel right now shouldn't even be at no 50,000. It should be way farther than that. And I can't even blame him. My choices. He didn't hold no gun to my head and say, hey, let's do this video now, I'm gonna kill you. He didn't do that. So that was me trying to let him lead, me trying to be submissive, me trying to see like what his motives is and stuff like that, and he failed me every time. Now, let's get into the Mucker family. I met the Mucker family last March when I was looking for a house. Damien said that I can move in with him, so after that, I had maybe spoke with the Mucker family maybe once or twice after that, and about homes. And after that, I found out I was pregnant, and we didn't have absolutely zero communication with each other the whole time that I was pregnant. Even up until the beginning of this year, he will tell you that I actually had blocked him. But Damien was so possessive and crazy, he would go and mention stuff about, oh, you're a realtor this, you're a realtor that. And it would just make me feel uncomfortable because I'm like, dude, you're obviously insecure. And as your woman, I'm not going to feed your insecurities, but I can reassure you that I'm not the cheating type. And you are. So the only reason I felt like then, the only reason why he kept or forced us like we was already in a relationship or had something going on is because he was already doing it, and I got proof of that too. And that will be in another video. So yeah, I wanted to go ahead and move back to Houston for reasons. There was some stuff going on in my old place or whatever, and I wanted to go ahead and move back to Houston. Mind you, I had not talked to the Mucker family this entire time because he was blocked. Not only was he blocked, I had got a new number change at the end of the year last year. So he didn't even have my new number. So I called him 3 or 4 weeks after me and Damien had broke up. Because we had broke up, like I said, in April. And I reached out to the Mucker family a few weeks after that, letting him know I was trying to go ahead and move back to Houston and stuff like that. And we had absolutely no interest. Obviously, he knew that I was a YouTuber because I had to send him over my finances and stuff like that from last year to show, like, look, this is what I make from YouTube. This is how much money I got in my savings. So obviously, he knew what I did to bring in income. And I mean, honestly, he was just nice. I remember I had did a live and I was like, I'm waiting on my realtor, and I was saying that he just pulled up in a BMW because last year he didn't have no BMW. So I was kind of impressed with his car. And anything. That's not what made me attracted to him, even though he do got a nice car. It's okay, women, for us to say that somebody drive a nice car, but no, that shouldn't be the one thing that catches your eye, because this material stuff, and material stuff still gonna be left here when you die. So, I remember on the live, I was like, here go my realtor, I'm gonna have to go, y'all. He just pulled up in a BMW, and I was like, I'm gonna have to get me a BMW when they stop playing. Tell me why Damien switched my words up. He went and was telling people that I was cheating with the Mucker family the whole time, ever since last March. Everything, like, he just calculated this stuff up in his mind to where he just, I don't know, guys, like, it was just beyond me, because y'all can go ask the Mucker family yourself. We didn't have absolutely, like, no type of connection, no chemistry, no nothing. Didn't even really smile at this dude. He didn't even smile at me, although I did say he was friendly, but that's his job, to be friendly. Damien has been jealous of the Mucker family since day one. For example, this man went and hired a private investigator to stalk me and the Mucker family for 2 weeks, because he said that, one, I had me coming over his house like that. Two, if I move to Houston and I'm not coming over his house, I gotta be going over somebody else's house. And all this other stuff that he created that I'm gonna get into in another video with receipts. That, to me, that's psychotic behavior to me. And we was not together. Even in the text messages, he was saying, you cheated on me and stuff like that. And I'm like, dude, how did I cheat on you? And we haven't been together since April.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.